Welcome to Topics with MoBangem. Today we got a special show, man. Basically I always have guests up here, and I'm usually interviewing them. Usually I'm the host and so forth, but today we're going to do something a little different. Today I got my co-host with me. My co-host Gina, she's here with me today. You know what I'm saying? And she's going to interview me, who I am, what I do. And today basically is going to be all about MoBangem.
Yes, that's exactly right. And welcome. And we're just so, I'm just so fabuloused just to be around this terrific person and artist, and just he's just fantastic. Just all the things that he's brought to this game.
Thank you, sis. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to say anything else. I'm going to turn it over to him and just let him talk about whatever he wants to talk about, and then I'll evaluate a couple of questions here and there.
Well, basically, always going to have you on my show.
Well, thank you.
You always, always work with the team, always been a team player, and support is awesome. You always get great support. I've always seen you here with us,
Absolutely.
I don't think I've ever seen you absent.
Absolutely not.
And that tells a lot about a person, saying business-wise. If I had to hire somebody to work for me, I would want somebody like you on my team, because, you're on time.
Well, thank you so much.
And that's what's up. Definitely. Yeah, basically, go into detail about what I do, what I've done, and where I've been in this music and entertainment field. Started off as a MC. I've been MCing since 75, 76, 77, since junior high school. And
I remember those good old days with you out there with your group.
Mm-hmm. And they used to call me MC Slice. I got with the Connor Brothers 77, 78, Mount Vernon. Mm-hmm. I was a group called the Connor Brothers, Superior Force MCs, Papa Doo-Jam, Wayne Wilt, Kenny J, MC Bamboo, Mikey D, Romsey, MC Shay Shay Rock, and me, MC Slice, back in them days.
Wow.
This is before MoBangem. I was MC Superior Slice with the Superior Force MCs. And yeah, we did venues all around New York, Connecticut, New York City, Westchester County, you name it, we was all over the place. We was in Bridgeport, Norwalk, Stamford, New Haven, been all through Westchester County, from Portchester, New Rochelle, White Plains, Yonkers, all over the place, man. Mount Vernon, you name it, we was there, man.
And that's where your legacy began. That's
yeah,
when you
Manhattan,
put down the
Brooklyn,
footsteps.
Queens, Staten Island, all over the place. We actually, laid down, man. And the thing about it is too, I sit back and I think about this. This is what humbles me so much, that no matter how big you get, when you think back of the struggle and what you've been through and what it took for you to get where you at, this is what humbles me. You understand what I'm saying? This is what really humbles me, because what it is that, I know what it took. So I never turn my nose at the people that's really grinding hard and striving hard to make it. I just salute them, take my hat off to them, because I knew what it took for me to get there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to always uplift those who's trying to do the same thing, if not more. You got to support your people. A lot of people don't support their people. A lot of people, they don't, they look at this as a thing where it's a competition thing. It's not a competition thing. I wasn't put on this earth to compete with you. I put on this earth actually to enjoy myself and explore new things and actually be the best so I could be. And I feel everybody should feel the same way about what they're doing.
Very well said. I always looked at you towards really as an example and a mentor towards the youth coming up even today, and especially back then when you're going through the struggles and tribulations that were out there.
Yeah.
That firsthand, that you led a path.
I love
you made a way for these people to become big and famous.
Yes.
Tell me about that story.
I love talking to the youth, and I do tell them stories about hip hop ventures and things that we've done so many years ago. It's like war stories almost. I sit down and talk to them, but this sometimes could be good for them to listen to, basically, because what happens is they are future. So what happens if you give them an idea of what it was back then, right? either they could learn from it, because even if we made mistakes, they could learn from mistakes, don't make the same mistakes, or they could learn from some of the originality and take that and make something out of it. Some of the old music is coming back now if you listen to it, though.
That's true.
Yeah. It's coming back. And what happens is a lot of people are looping some of these James Brown beats and some of these old school Sly Stone and some of the rock and roll and Jacksons, and they just looping everybody's stuff
that we grew up on.
Right. And you sit back and they're making millions off it now. Whereas it was unheard of back in our days. If you took anything from anybody else, you was called a biter. You was called a vicious biter. Like, why you would actually get sued too. Now people are sampling this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of this enough where they may not get sued, but they might take it to get sued, and so they'll just say like, listen, well, you know, now that you see I'm making money here, let me slice you a piece right now since it was your song, you know. Some people can do that, you know, and that's a good way of getting out the way, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I took it. You took your music. I will come to you, let you know I did this. You know what I'm saying? Something come off, I'll slide you something. Okay. We'll make something off it. And if I had some old school like that and they want to do it with me, sure, because guess what? It's sitting on the shelf. It's not doing nothing. It's old.
True.
It's sitting on the shelf. Like, okay, it had its turn. It had its run. Now it's old. And if somebody want to come use it and bring it back out, give it some light again, you think I'm gonna say no? And I could see something nice on the back end.
Yeah, wow. That lets me know that you have something on the table maybe coming out soon. Something special with one of your people that you signed.
Oh, well, we're pushing.
Some new
we're
stuff,
pushing right now, and we're actually, you know, we're not signed with a label now. We're doing everything independent right now, but we're pushing right now, and a lot of things is looking good. You know, different artists looking good. Sean Taylor, he's looking good. Beto Big
Sean
Shot.
Taylor, that's the one that plays the sax, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, Panama Red, she's looking good. K3 the Dawn's looking good. Pash Porter. Oh yeah, Beto the Big Shot, OG Bobby Johnson. Yeah, we got a nice little team there, and MoBangem Promotions. MoBangem Promotion.wix.com /MoBangem Promotions. That's what you got to put it in. You get my website. It's a worldwide website, and you'll see different artists that I'm promoting as well. You know, but yeah, we definitely pushing it, and you know, the whole thing, the way this game is right now, that you know, how can I say, you have to actually be on your toes, because everybody's hungry right now. There's so much competition out here now. It's crazy. And everybody's hungry. And the game changes so much. What may be hot today, right? If you got something and it's hot today, put it out there. Okay. Don't sit there and say, oh, I'm going to put it out by January, because you might put it out by January. Guess what's going to happen? The game changed. Yeah. And that was hot back in July, but that's not popping now. You should have did that back when you had it. I've learned that.
Summertime flow, winter flow.
They, you know, the old saying, they said, scared money makes no money. If you want to gamble, put the money out there. Like me, I'm not a gambler, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually a sore loser. I'm giving my money. You know, I start seeing more than like 30, 40 hours. I start, hey, listen, hey. So I put it away, you know. But listen, I'm saying, they say scared money makes no money. I guess if you're a real gambler, then you would know that. You know, you gotta play to win. So thing with this music too, you know, say, well, you have opportunity, you must jump on that opportunity. I mean, unless the opportunity is something that you know is not going to fit you. You know, somebody's going to try to give you a deal versus something that's not worthwhile, that by the time you start working for it and putting the money in the studio, you didn't spend most of the money or the budget. So you don't want that. You want something that's going to be worthwhile. Say, for instance, so in order to get that, you got to put that work in.
That's right. The other side is that you're so savvy, business-minded. See, you know about this business inside out. So, that, you know, just sitting here with you, I'm just learning so much. And just, I hope everybody out there is listening. And just, you know, we really should appreciate people like Mr. MoBangem that's out here to teach us all and just give us the facts, not no story. I mean, you know, he could take time and be writing up a book.
Right.
And he's here with us, telling us the way the real deal is. And, you know, once again, let's just keep listening and keep learning and listen out for that next soundtrack or few tracks. As you heard so many artists, go ahead, look it up, get that information, and get your hands on that music out there. You hear me?
Listen, the way the game is now and the way it's designed right now, you got so many people out here trying to grind. But then you got a lot of people who's not putting the legwork in, and they're considered lazy artists. I don't care what you say, spell their name right. If you want to be an artist, you must put the legwork in. You must do your shows. You must appear. You must appear at events where people are at that's going to even be somewhere, that's people or somebody, or people that's just doing things, like people that are constantly in the flow of the game, that's constantly doing shows. You're here today, you're here tomorrow. This is how I did it. In fact, I wasn't even performing. After my performance days was really, I fell back from that, and I started doing promotional management and managing artists. I literally
was that different? Was that or just as much work?
But management is totally different from being an artist. Being an artist, your manager runs your business, all you do is go out there and perform. You got to do the legwork. You got to go out there and do everything else you got to do too. An artist got to work. But I'm saying, but you have help though. But the manager used to help me. But now myself, I do this myself. And what happens is, I would be at different clubs during the weekday, like down the Village, down Manhattan, Midtown, Brooklyn. Wednesday nights, Thursday night showcases shows, and 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't get home to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then had another 5, had to be to work at 7 in the morning.
Wow, and you're talking about you're a family man, you do everything.
I would get home at 4 o'clock in the morning, lay down to 5, get back up at 5, shower, dress, snatch something to eat, out the door to work. And I'm sitting there at work with an hour and a half of sleep. And had to go through the whole day. But listen, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you grind. Because if you want this, you want to be there. And I was making my business to be at all the different shows, different showcase. If Power 105 was thrown in, I was there. Hot 97 was thrown in, I was there. Maria Davis, I've done shows with her off and on for 5 years at the Sugar Bar, the Shrine on 133rd Street, 7th Avenue. Me and Big P for the past 3, 4 years, we've been at the Epiphany Lounge on 138th Street. 7th Avenue, been at Suite 16. They call it the Suite 16 on 116th Street between Langston 7th. We've been all over. We've been Mexico, Concert Ball on 165th in Amsterdam. We've been throwing showcases all over this place for the past 10 years, man. It's been back and forth on the regular. I've been in different showcases down in the Village, Midtown, BB King's, different spots, you know what I'm saying, down all over the place. And I've been there at different showcases just to meet different managers, club owners, you know, soft managers. So people I could network with, and I could actually get my acts in the next show there, or maybe throw some shows there, so forth. You know what I'm saying? We might get the club for the night, rent the club out, and rent the bar out. You know what I'm saying? And kill them that night, because the fact that, hey, this is a nice spot, and sometimes it's lit up in there. People be in there all day, all night. You know what I'm saying?
Which is great.
Yeah, this is how you ball. Right. So this is why I network like this. I might have, you know, burnt myself out sometimes, not getting no sleep for 2, 3 days, and by the time I turn around, I'm like, but you got to do these things in order to see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you want to see some success, you gotta sometimes pay dues, man. And a lot of people understand these are the dues that you pay. My artists, I just tell them, yo, you guys are home sleeping right now. Y'all ain't doing. I'm in the club right now. I'll call at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna wake up. I just finished talking so, and I gotta go on to the label tomorrow and shop your stuff. And he be like,
wow, you are
you
amazing.
called me 3 o'clock and want to tell me that? And I'm like, son, this is about you. He said, yeah, you know, you right, Mo. I appreciate it. I said, all right then. So I'll let you know how I do after the meeting's over. But this is what it is. I could be down there and I could bump into different people, you know. Very connected with record labels. I used to go to Universal Records. I used to go to Disturbing the Peace. My people, they run Disturbing the Peace. My man Jeff Dixon, his brother Shaka, who was Ludacris's manager. Violator, Chris Light's my people. That's my man. A.B. Butler and Glenn, that's their Glenn Butler, that's their cousin. I kind of like grew up with them. And A.B. was the president of promotions in charge of Violator. So a lot of times I went on Violator, I would shop my artists, you know what I'm saying? I knew Chris through him, and you know, he was a cool guy. Chris Light was real cool, you know. And he gave me a lot of props. He even told me one time I was down there, you know, because he knew me by Slice, my old school name. He wouldn't call me MoBangem, he called me Slice.
Slice?
Yeah. So he was like, Slice, he said, you know, nothing for nothing, man. I heard I be hearing about you getting around, man. You be getting around, man, you know.
That's true.
And I was like,
That's
you
so
know,
true.
Thanks, Chris, you know what I'm saying? But what it was is that I've been down to his label a couple of times with different artists, shopping them.
Okay.
So he's seen me. When people see you consecutively, eventually 2, 3, 4 times, they know, okay, this guy's serious. I don't care what his artist is doing, but he's serious. Hey, listen, I know they're trying to do something, so let me let you hear what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So that, and then the clubs and so forth, he's connected with different people, probably through the club scene and so forth like that. So he knows that I was here and I was there. Oh yeah, Slice was here last night. Well, get out of here. He was just in my label last week. You know, this is how it goes. You know, and this is how you network. So yeah, and I got around different people from around Sony. You know, trying to push different artists and so forth, and having different meetings with them, shopping them. And yeah, it's been real busy, you know, real busy.
Yeah, you're just a MoBangem of all trades.
Yeah.
I mean, you just really could actually, if you wanted to, start a little class in some of the smaller universities to show people the way, if their heart is in it, right? And if they have the talent.
Well, yeah, we actually could be professors of hip hop, actually.
Okay.
If we actually put our minds to it. Never really thought about that. But you know, who says that you had to go to school for this? I've been through the school of hard knocks.
All right.
That's a whole different school. I've been to I'm from the true school.
I know that's right.
Where it really originated.
I know that's right.
I was there when Grandmaster Flash first started with Cowboy and then Melly Mel and then the rest of the crew. I was there when Cool Hercules was spinning. There with Grandma's Theodore. I literally was with the Counterboys when we battled Grandma's Theodore at Harlem Prep High School. I think it was 78, 79, somewhere around there in the winter time. And it was Cool DJ AJ and Grandma's Theodore. I never forget. And Theodore was my man. Me and Theodore was wild cool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you met so many important.
We've actually done a couple of things in the past too. Back in the '90s, actually, we've done a couple of things. And that's my man. But make a long story short, we what's the name? We battled DJ AJ and Grandma's Deal back then at Harlem Prep. And what happened was DJ AJ said to Mark Collins, he said, "Yeah, money earning." So he said, "Mount Vernon is still learning." The phrase that Heavy D says, "Money earning Mount Vernon," came from my DJ Mark Collins. From the Collins brothers. He phrased that phrase and said, "No, money earning Mount Vernon. It's not money Mount Vernon still learning. It's called money earning Mount Vernon." And when he said that, that's when I heard that phrase. Hev took it to another level in the music scene because, you know, Hev blew up. And rest in peace. Hev was an icon for Mount Vernon. I give him love, man. Hev did his thing, you know what I'm saying? We were some of their early influences too as well, you know? Yeah.
Tell us about that, because, I mean, this is so interesting.
I remember when he was like about 11, 12 years old, I did his big sister, Portia. She was about my age, 16 years old at the time. We were about 5 years older than him, maybe 4 or 5 years older than him. And we did a Sweet 16 party I was rapping and my DJs was DJing. And his Hev came downstairs. He was young. He wasn't supposed to come out, so he came downstairs. And his mom said, "What you doing down here?" He said, "Mom, I want turntables." And she said, "Oh, get your butt upstairs. Come on." And he's like, Mommy, pointing to me, and my other MC, Wayne Will, said, "I want a microphone. I want to do what they're doing." Yeah. And he gave me respect, though. He gave me a lot of props when he became big. When he was a big
you was a professor then already, instructing them.
Well, no.
Helping them out, helping them get famous and big.
Can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you? Yeah, we was some of the, you know, that before them. But Hev actually was one of my favorite MCs and artists. Hev, not taking no props from him, because I know his family from Mount Vernon and so forth. But Hev was like on the floor. Mr. Big Stuff, nobody could touch him on the floor. He could dance. Literally put it on a dance floor.
Like to have a good time?
Lyrics was phenomenal.
All right, and he liked to have a good time.
He was my favorite. He was not even one of my favorite rappers. He was my mother's favorite rapper.
All right.
My mom loved Heavy D.
Okay.
She said, "Oh, I sat there and watched Soul Train. She's sitting there going to sleep. Austin Hev come on. She just Heavy D. She just jump up. I said, "Ma, hold on, slow down. You like in your 60s, 70s. You can't be jumping around like that. Oh, shut up, boy. That's Heavy D." I was like, whoa. She ready to go up to do Mr. Big Stuff with him. I was telling you, my mom was something else.
I know that's right.
Yeah, she loves some Heavy D, man. Hev, I got to take my hats off to Hev. Rest in peace, Hev. You definitely is an icon from Mount Vernon, man.
And who else of the artists that resting in peace would you give a special love, a love, whether they were born in your community or not? Well, so you think that they really
OGB from Wu-Tang, we had, in 2005, my group, Rare Jewels, we performed in Staten Island at Park Hill Projects, where Wu-Tang is from. They threw the function that summer. It's called Park Hill Day. And my group, they tore it down. They did their thing. We got a lot of love.
I know that's right.
From Wu-Tang. Since then, yeah, we had got a lot. I haven't seen them since 2005, but
Okay.
that was one day that I brought my group from the Bronx, Red Jules. Red Jules back in 2002, the end of 2002, over 2005, we literally had New York on ice. Everywhere we played, we played
like fire.
We played all over. I had showcases. Let me tell you something. This is the same thing I'm saying about how I was networking. By me networking, I had a show for them twice a week at least, and like in nice places around everybody. And everybody was coming to tell me that's the future breed. Red Alert told me that's the future right there.
And that's it.
Yeah, I did a Zulu anniversary twice.
All right, all right.
We played at.
Well, we know how phenomenal you are. You know, and we absorb it, and we appreciate you, and we love you, and we always will. And the fact is that you're still out here on the table bringing this kind of thing to us. You know, just so much appreciation and love. Lots of love and respect.
Yeah, well, that's what
and
that's what's all about.
This is a history. All you're going to, Professor, all you're going to write us a book. Tell us about what's coming up for you. What are you going to do?
Never know. Something a book sounds interesting. You know, right now I'm just keeping it. You know, keep it in the entertainment field right now. So we got the TV show here. We got, you know, I got artists out there doing their thing, so forth. You know, I'm performing this Sunday at the Austin Third Festival with a group that we got a little song called "The Pioneers, the Four Square" with my group, the Collin Brothers. I'm performing in this, and then Monday I'm performing at a big cookout in Mount Vernon. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it moving. So it's never a dull moment. I can't say actually I got an album coming. I'm a pioneer in the game.
Right.
I'm not a young artist.
Right.
But I do have some songs.
But you're a young artist, and
I have enough for an album of my own right now.
Yep.
But I'm not trying to push an album, you know what I'm saying, as an old artist. Not what I'm doing is I'm actually doing different songs on different people's stuff. And I got different young cats that I'm working with that's doing actually young rappers that are actually doing stuff. You know, I appeared on this one song, that one song, so forth like that. And I actually, you know, I have enough of my own songs to do an album, but you know, it's there.
Yeah,
Well,
how about a collection at some point?
Yeah,
collection that you're going to put together. You know, maybe 2-piece collection, you know, just for people to put and play, and also just keep it, you know, like the old Marvin Gaye, the old, you know, the thing, the old
that's
Luther, and
music.
Old music.
That's music. Just speaking on that, the old Marvin Gaye, that's music. We've came
But
so.
you're in a class of yourself now. That's what the people want to hear. They want to know. They want to hear those old jams. They want to hear that.
It's originality.
That, yeah.
It's originality.
Because it's original, and you created it.
Right, it's original.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nothing like that. It's nothing like having your own original music. Anybody could take something else from somebody. And don't get me wrong, some of this stuff is like musical genius take music from other people and they recreate it. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially if you can make that song sound real good. You really can enhance it and make it sound brand new.
Did you like the way the Fugees took that from the album? What's that? The singer, the Fugees did something from...
Well, I'll be honest with you. One of my favorite rappers of all time, who I haven't heard lately, and I wish she would come out, because she come out. I think out of all the queens on the mic right now, I think they would have to sit down, still salute her, and that's Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Lauryn, lyrically, I mean, you can't get much better than that.
No,
lyrically, she not only because she makes sense, she's just dynamic with her skills, what she's saying, and how she pronounces it. And, you know what I'm saying? She's very educated, and she's very in the game, and definitely educated. Period. How she drops science, and this game is missing that right now. I mean, they took it from that to some Mickey Mouse bubblegum stuff that they just putting out there that you know, oh, that's hot. Music is hype now. It's not hits no more. Back in the days we had hits. Everybody, if you came to a record label, if you did not have a hit, you was not getting signed. Now it's all hype. You go record label, you gotta have a hit. You got a million viewers, you got a following, that's hype. You sign. And that's good to a certain extent, but don't you know that don't last? And the shoe is nothing like the BK button. Because that hype changes every month. So therefore, a hit could be timeless. That hype is not. So this is what ruins some of the game. I'm not taking nothing from the game, because the game is always going to be there. I'm saying how you play it, but the whole thing is that this is what I feel is starting to ruin the game. There's a lot of synthetic stuff in this game that's not really solid. And when you listen to some of this music, you know, I listen to it. I listen to some of it is creative. Not because I love different artists, I love creativity. That's what keeps me in the game, because a lot of these young artists are very creative, but do they have substance behind what they're saying?
Yeah, now that's the point.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that what we're losing, the real culture behind it? You know, like you put this thing, you guys that put it out and mended this thing and put it together, are we losing the culture, the real meaning of it? Or do you think that is something that's abstract?
They said hip-hop is lost.
Okay.
And I think my artist, Pam Maurice, she said that. She's one of the most phenomenal female artists that you would want to hear too as well. Okay. She was on Topics MoBangem episode 1 with me. Okay. She's very, very, very talented. She's actually making moves right now. She's got the internet on fire right now. I'm part of promoting her and everything as well. But make a long story short though, hip-hop is lost to a certain extent, even though, you know, it is what it is. But right now, we're going to have to end this show. It was really good having you here, sis.
No, thank you so much. Always. I'm just honored as always.
Always.
And you are just the best. MoBangem is the best. Listen, this was a history, and we were in class and we were taught. Let's absorb it and appreciate it and love this man. Thank you so
sister.
much.
Appreciate that. Listen, show's about to end. This is Topics with MoBangem. Tune in next time, and thanks for coming out and thanks for the support. Peace.
Peace.